it is responsibility. The recent United Nations Declaration recognizing the transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery as crimes against humanity is historic, and we must have the courage to name it plainly. If slavery was the crime, then repair must be part of the justice. Recognition must become repair, memory must become policy, and history must become action. I am proud to stand here representing the Congressional Black Caucus of the United States Congress. Mr. President, just like Prime Minister Motley, you have a friend in the Congressional Black Caucus. The CBC, founded in 1971 by 13 black members of Congress who understood something fundamental. Black people needed power organized in government, not just protests in the streets, to defend our interests and shape policy. And in many ways, that story is connected to Ghana, because Ghana was the first African nation to break the chains of colonialism in modern Africa under Kwame Nkrumah. And just as Nkrumah taught the world that black sovereignty was possible, the CBC was born to prove black political power in America was necessary. Different geographies, same struggle. Because the struggle for black freedom has always been bigger than any one nation. It knows no bounds. It is not confined by oceans. There is no land border too great to contain the human longing for dignity and self-determination and justice. That is the story of free people around the world. And it is the story that connects Ghana to Black America, the Caribbean to Latin America, Africa to Europe. Different journeys, shared destiny. That same spirit is what connects this conversation on reparatory justice. And let me be clear, reparatory justice is not charity. It is not about asking favors. It is not about accountability, just accountability. It is about repair. It is about recognition that wealth was extracted, land was stolen, nations were destabilized, and generations were denied the full inheritance of their humanity. And if we are honest, we know the afterlife of that step is still with us. In America, it shows up in wealth gaps, health disparities, voter suppression, educational inequity, and systemic exclusion. Across the globe, it shows up in underdevelopment, debt burdens, stolen artifacts, and fractured economic systems. Different manifestations, same unfinished business. And so the work before us now is simple to name, even if it is hard to do. Tie the rail and hammer the nail. Do the work of building the structures that make justice real. Not just statements, not just summits, not just symbolism. Structures, policies, partnerships, frameworks, because silence is not neutrality and neither is delay. The question now is not whether the world recognizes the harm. The question is whether we have the courage and discipline to build something worthy of repair. Because one hand cannot tie a bundle and no one nation can carry this work alone. That is why the next chapter must be structured global black cooperation between Africa, the Caribbean, Europe, Latin America, and Black America. Because justice, like freedom, knows no bounds. This work will require all of us, governments, legislatures, civil society, faith community, scholars, and movements, working in concert, each tying the rail and hammering the nail, government to government, legislature to legislature, institution to institution, civil society to civil society, movement to movement, people to people. And the Congressional Black Caucus stands ready to be a part of that architecture, not as observers, but as partners. Because as a Black American standing in Ghana this evening on Juneteenth, I know that my own story did not begin where I was born. It began here too. And maybe that is the deeper truth of this moment. That which was broken across the Atlantic can also be rebuilt across the Atlantic, but only together. because the future is looking back at us, praying that we will see far beyond our own time, that we will have the courage to do more than remember, that we will build, that we will repair, that we will leave behind institutions strong enough to carry justice forward long after we are gone. History has brought us here. Responsibility keeps us here. And if we do this right, justice will carry us forward.
Mesdames et messieurs, Monsieur Vance Evans, Executive Director Congressional Black Caucus, ces mots d'encouragement, ensemble on agit, on avance ensemble avec force.
Through her service, she makes us know that small is not the same as being silent. Make welcome the Prime Minister of Barbados, Her Excellency Mia Amor Motley.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez accueillir chaleureusement le ministre primaire Mia Amor Motley.
President Mahama, my brother, distinguished Speaker from the Parliament of Algeria, distinguished ministers from across Ghana, the Caribbean, and the wider forum, my distinguished elder, Julius Garvey, distinguished people all. This day today carries both joy and warning. Freedom proclaimed must always be freedom delivered. I want to say to you that I'm 60 years old. I've been to the Cape Coast Castle, but nothing prepared me for this afternoon. I do not in any way understate the poignancy and the emotion that was stirred in my spirit from the reenactment here at this castle. The truth is that it is one thing to speak of it. It is one thing to read it. But the manner in which the students of the Ghana Performing Arts School reenacted both the arrival, the detention, and then the passage through the door of no return will remain singular in my memory for what we experienced. It is almost impossible for me to congratulate them, because the devastation of what they reenacted does not sit well with any form of congratulatory language. But we recognize that when they told us that a picture speaks 1,000 words, there is nothing like being a witness to the bald reality of the oppression that we saw. My friends, today we also heard from other persons, and we know clearly that our story did not start in the Caribbean. Just as you heard just now from Mr. Evans, his didn't start in the United States of America. We know this deeply because in our own colonial legislature, as I've indicated to you, we became the place where the first legislation was passed that proclaimed that black persons were no longer human, that they were subhuman. It was the 1661 Slave Code, a law that gave help to a legal machinery that would literally cement in the minds of millions of people for centuries the degradation of African people. That truth, my friends, is heavy. And we carry it because it is critical for us to make repair unavoidable. It is critical that we don't forget the heaviness. And I ask us tonight, what does it mean to celebrate freedom when others among us are still suffering? When we continue to face development deficits that so could be changed if we had a different understanding and if we did not globally stand on a colonial and imperial framework that denies us the opportunity of being treated equally. What does it mean to sing the songs of liberation when our people continue across Africa not to have access to electricity, and when countries across the world with similar economic circumstances are graded differently for their access to international capital markets? What does it profit us to sing songs of liberation while those artifacts and those things that tell our story remain outside of our control? My friends, I say that history has gathered us here, but it is faith that has kept us here. And it will be faith that will propel us to duty, and it will be duty that will send us forward collectively as one people. Memory for us must become organization, and grief for us must become strategy. Pride must become power, and reparatory justice is a duty owed to people whose labor enriched others while their own development was denied. Our actions demand law, economics, education, culture, diplomacy and development moving together. But as I said yesterday, it must not be the province of just those of us in government or those of us in academia or those of us in some civil society groups. We must place our people at the center of this conversation. And our people must understand that we seek not to create wounds that will be divisive, but we seek, in the mission that so many others have done before us, to seek healing and reconciliation. Much of the Western world admires Nelson Mandela. They hail him as one of the greatest human beings to have lived in the 20th century. They speak of his resilience. We ask them to speak of his example of truth and reconciliation as well. For if they so do, then it means that these conversations, which the King of England, when he was Prince Charles in Rwanda, indicated to us, that this was a conversation whose time had come. But you wonder why, when he said those words, it was not published across the Western world. We now have Pope Leo, we now have President Macron, we have other actions that have developed through this conference with the return of artifacts. But that in and of itself does not carry us there. The resolution which we pass at the UN and here today give us a door, but it is unity that will give us the strength to walk through that door. I pray here in Accra that we not be divided by language, by geography, by passport, by party or by generation. The children of Africa, whether in Bridgetown or Kingston or Accra or Kingstown or Port of Spain or Lagos or Dakar, the children, whether in New York or Bahia, carry a story that is connected. And it is a story that deserves being told to build a future that must be enshrined in dignity. We come to Accra to insist on justice with discipline. We know that development is repair. We know that opportunity is repair. We know that truth is repair. And to the young people of Africa and the Caribbean and the Americas who say, what does this have to do with me? I say to you, everything. For the debt of history is paid in the currency of your future. when water systems fail in our country, when, as I said, people cannot access electricity, when culture is stolen, when climate is denied, when finance becomes more expensive and more difficult to access. This is your inheritance that we are negotiating today. At Ghana's independence, we heard that destiny, your freedom, was tied to the freedom of all everywhere. Today, we say that we not only hear those words in the past, but we live them in our future. We have a new charge as daughters and sons of Africa, as daughters and sons of the African diaspora. And our charge is to move from remembrance to repair, and then from repair to shared power across this world, in the interest not of greed, but in the interest of building a just and humane world led by leaders who have a global, moral, strategic vision. History will ask of us, did we come to Accra to meet and speak and hug? Or did we come to Accra to build the machinery of justice for those who came after us? Let, my friends, the answer remain in the document that we have just seen Minister Ablakwa pass to President Mahama. Let it remain in the CARICOM 10-point plan, which I shared with you yesterday. Let it also be said by our ancestors that they recognize us by our resolve. And let our children inherit proof that we were equal to this hour. I say to you as I leave you, one people, one purpose, one aim, one destiny. God bless our mission.
Her Excellency Mia Momotley.
Mesdames et Messieurs, Premier ministre de Barbados, Mia Amor Motley.
I think we've been sitting for some time. Can we be up?
Yes.
Please, respectfully, as many as can, let's be up.
It is a day of celebration.
And let's sing one song that ties us all together. I believe that will be the soundtrack to Her Excellency Mia Momotley's speech. Yes. Can we do it together? Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Together. Old pirates, yes, they robbed I, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing? Put your hands together. Oh, this song of freedom. Let's go. It's all I ever had. Let's go. Redemption song.
Come on.
Redemption song.
One more time.
Redemption song. The last verse. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the full. So, won't you help me sing?
Come on.
The songs of freedom. It's all I ever had.
One more time.
Redemption song.
One more.
It's all I ever had. We sing?
Song.
Put your hands together. But I'm so sorry I invited you all to sing. You are the worst singers I've ever come across.
Did I pass your test?
And now put your hands together as we receive the gift of the occasion, the President of our Republic, as he delivers the final remark for this evening. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Mesdames et messieurs, c'est un honneur d'inviter Son Excellence John Dramani Mahama, le président de la République du Ghana.
Thank you. Please kindly be seated. Thank you very much, my sister Anne Motley. Thank you. I acknowledge the Vice Chairman of the National House of Chiefs, our traditional rulers, the Speaker, Vice Speaker of the Algerian Parliament, Dr. Julius Gave. Thank you for that very moving address. And let me thank everybody who has stayed with us. I've attended many international conferences. By the second day, the steam is lost. And you see so many empty chairs. And people have made a beeline to the airports and left. This is different. It shows the value of what we have discussed over the last 3 days. I want to thank the technical team and all those who did the pre-work before we arrived here. I want to thank all those who took part in all the plenaries, the panels, the opening ceremony, which was interminably long, but the hall remained full even during the opening ceremony when we closed at almost 3 p.m. And to thank all those who worked again this morning to finish the outcome documents. It's been an honor to receive that outcome document, and it is my hope that the framework that we have established would actually achieve the next steps that we have been looking for. Our voices were fragmented for decades, and it served the interests of some groups to keep those voices fragmented. And so narratives were spun in the Caribbean. Why are you making, a union with Africa from where you were taking? You deserve reparations more than any other person. Same in America, same in Latin America. The slave trade affected all of us emotionally and painfully. We watched that enactment. The enactment shows the various stages that the slaves went through. The raiders who went to the communities and took people's sons and daughters. In this reenactment, you saw the actresses and the actors who were crying for their daughters, Ayanda, and the several other names they were mentioning. In pain, these were their loved ones that they would never see again. That fracture of families. In many communities, the raiders took all the virile men and women away and left just the old and weak. How they survived with the most productive part of the population gone, how they survived is part of the pain of slavery. And then to talk about those who were taken away and marched, in some cases, 700 kilometers from the slave markets in the north. The torture they felt along the way, the shipping they endured if they faltered or fell, and we saw the arrival at the castle in its true state, reenacted, like Anne Motley said, by a very good performance of our School of Performing Arts. And I believe that that's an ace performance that we must take outside to all parts of the diaspora. And already I've discussed with the Prime Minister, when they unveiled the monument to slavery, we are bringing our School of Performing Arts to reenact that performance in Barbados. suffering they endured in the dungeons while they waited for months for the slave ships to arrive. And then they walked down the door of no return onto the beach. And the guide told us that for some of them, they were very bewildered because some of them came from the interior of Africa and had never seen an ocean before. So just seeing that vast expanse of water with the waves, crashing was a horrible experience for them. And you saw the little canoes they were loaded on to board the slave ships that were anchored about 200 meters away. And the most torturous one was a journey across the Middle Passage. Very little food, chains shackled into ships. Ships were lost at sea with the whole cargo of slaves. In some cases, there were rebellions, and some slaves jumped overboard. Death was preferable to what they were going through. And then arriving in what they called the new lands, and seeing themselves in a completely different environment, not knowing what was awaiting them. And then suddenly, the change of your identity, your indigenous name was lost, and you were given Toby, instead of Kofi, Toby, Cassius, and then to the plantations to provide labor that was free. And it leads us to what we're celebrating and commemorating today. That's Juneteenth. We recognize those who fought for the abolition of slavery. But even after the abolition, just when we walked through the castle, there was another tunnel, a door, that led several hundred meters outside the castle. And even when it had been enforced that slaves were no longer going to go through that castle, the dungeons had been cleared, slaves were kept in different places, smuggled through the tunnel, still brought onto the beach and loaded onto ships. But Juneteenth is about our comrades in the United States who 2 years after the Emancipation Act had been signed that said that all slaves were free, only heard about their freedom 2 years after. And so even though the Emancipation Act had been signed, they remained slaves for another 2 years until information was brought to them that they were free men and women. And that is why they celebrate Juneteenth. And I'm happy that for the first time, we're beginning to speak with one voice. And this is just one such example of speaking with one voice, that us and our brothers and sisters in the United States, even as they celebrate Juneteenth, are celebrating it with them here. The origin of whatever took place, we are celebrating them too, for their resilience, for their survival, for their strength, for their faith. And so we'll work together with one voice, as we did, to move this resolution in the General Assembly, because in unity lies strength. And all of us were seared by the brutality of that slave trade. After the UN General Assembly, several of our partners asked me, say, so after that, what next? And I said, well, just wait. We did this together. We must decide the next steps together. And that's why Ghana took it upon itself to call for this Next Steps conference. And I want to thank all those who worked since yesterday till today to come with the outcome document. So let this outcome document be the platform for how we forge ahead together in unity, so that together we can achieve the justice that was denied our forebears. not only in terms of restitution and reparation, but also in the fight of creating a more just world. Like Anne Motley said, the iniquities of the slave trade still remain, and the demographic that slavery affected is still the poorest part of this world, because the world is rigged against the descendants of slaves and the victims of slavery. And so our work goes beyond reparations. It goes beyond return of artifacts. It goes into advocacy for creating a more equal world, to a world that offers opportunity to everyone, and to a world that is fair and just. I believe that the memory of our ancestors who bore the evil of the slave trade will continue to guide us, like the libation that our traditional leaders prayed. And culture even endures, because as they were pouring the alcohol on the ground, the Prime Minister of Barbados told me, you see how culture transcends generations. She says in Barbados, when we're going to have a drink of alcohol, we also pour a little on the ground, and we pour it to our ancestors to ask them to continue to stand behind us. And so I'm not going to inflict a speech on you this evening. I just thank all of you for the great work that you have done, and pray that God takes you safely back home, and that Ghana is your home, and you are all free to visit Ghana whenever you want. We have passed an act that allows people of African descent to seek abode in Ghana. If you want to come home back to the motherland, Ghana is one of the countries that has a law that allows you to come and stay in Ghana. And for all Africans, we have introduced a visa-free regime, and so you don't have to pay for a visa to come to Ghana. And I know the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is working to make the same for the CARICOM countries, and already we have visa waivers with most of the CARICOM countries for Ghana, and so they don't need visas to come here. And so let me just thank everybody, and to say that on this note, the outcome document is accepted, is adopted. We're going to work together to make sure that we're able to achieve the objectives that are in that document. Thank you very much, and God richly bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's the President of our Republic and the AU champion for reparations for Africans and people of African descent. Put your hands together one more time.
Mesdames et messieurs, une fois de plus, le président de la République du Ghana, Son Excellence John Dramani Mahama.
When the great Nelson Mandela said, it always seems difficult until it's done, he was referring to you, Your Excellency. Thank you for your courage in summoning all these nations to adopt this resolution. Please, a round of applause once again.
And for the bold step that you've taken on for all of us, for those who have come and those that are yet to come. Thank you, Your Excellency.
And now to the moment we've all been waiting for, the moment of celebration. Mr. Drummer, soft palogo feel, back. Hey, anybody feel slow feel. Hey. Bring it up. There are certain sounds you hear in Ghana along the west coast. Ladies and gentlemen, we call it the West African Orchestra. I'm going to induct you all into it. Are we ready? So to this row, you're going to put your hands together. Back. Let's go. And you're going to say, ah. Let's go. For the last time. This row, you're going to say, hey, let's go. Again.
Ah. Hey.
Oh. Let's go. No. Manchame. To the back, you say, yeah. The orchestra together. Oh. And now, ladies and gentlemen, prepared in heart and in mind, let us receive High Life, the richest music brewed right here at the center of the earth. I give to you Amanzaba.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Amanzaba.
Mamu fen chuku chaka. Mami fen chuku chaka. Mamu fen chuku chaka. Mami fen chuku chaka. Mami fen chuku chaka. Mami fen chuku chaka. Thank you, Your Excellency. In particular, Your Excellencies, all the distinguished guests here. I'm not supposed to be giving a speech. It's just a song that I have to do, maybe a couple of them. But I've been waiting for this period, this moment, this time. I am just a messenger, and he is a visionary. So I echo his voice from the ancestors to the master of the universe. And once we speak about slavery, it affects every one of us here. So without much ado, I will sing, and then let us all have fun. Thank you very much. This is about the oneness of this continent, and in particular, Haba. Ha, 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 ha. Woo! One day, we're gonna be one day, one yama Korean to no many more. Momentum on your brother, no may you see much. It's much wrong. We design your family, let me and to be a Jew, baby. Oh, we are a young and I want to go back. Young Papa Samukum Yanga, it's not coming in. I am Manga. Young Budget, young you know me and the Mabra. No man, you see my it's much wrong. We are a brother. Yes, we are no me, okay. Yes, we are no me, okay. We are a brother. Yes, we are no me, okay. Come on, we are no me. Yes, we are obey our man. Yes, we are no me, okay. Mama. Yes, we are no me, okay. Come on. Yes, we are no me, okay. Yes, we are no me, okay. How many men was in sea? Your father, your father, no, don't you must need. Yeah, no, yeah, no, oh, many obey, no, Biakuya, no dona aya. Biakuya, no dona aya. Biakuya, no dona aya. Oh, no gonna be when I don't say much in the weekend. I want you to see I know many. No make you one on your camera. No make you see much. It's the master. Oh, dear, I'm brother. Oh, my God. Oh, dear, I'm brother. Thank you. This is what we call high life, and this is Ghana's high life. UNESCO has adopted it, so we have no excuse to just put it under the carpet. We have to bring it up. High life is so sweet. Now, this is our journey all the way from Israel to where we are now. And you have to know that the African is the foundation of life, and all over the world, that is what has happened. There are black traces and footprints everywhere. What a song. What a song. What a song. What a song. Kadai kusimaino, wali mekona what a song. Soto tingutu, kanamari, sumanguru, what a song. What a song. Soto tingutu, kanamari, Sumanguru, what a song. I said, I know Sumanguru, what a song. What a Mama say, Yata Joy, what a song. Kaya is like a baby, what a song. Abagaba, you over here, I'm okay, I got you over here, I know you're playing. I make a minion matu, I make a onion motu, I make a one young what more. I make a minion matu, I make a young what more, I make a one young what more. I make a one young what more, we not touch, I catch more where what my dad. I got you over here, I got you over here, I got you. Them say me no fit jump. Them say you no fit jump. Them say we no fit jump. Them say me no fit jump. Them say you no fit jump. Them say we no go fit jump. Yeah, what you want more? We that I get you more bear. Yeah. What a shock. What a day, what a shock. What a day, what a shock. What a day, what a shock. Cada intimarino, onime konana wajasho. Dosto timboku, kana mali, sumakulina wajasho. Wajajake, ijake, wajasho. Kana mali, sumakulina wajasho. Mantenga kino, sumakulina wajajake, wajasho. Wajatulina, wamantai, yakantaina wajasho. Kaya iza kabaiju, Ethiopia, wajasho. Ameke nyang, onyang, wanyang. Them say you no fit, you no fit, we no go fit. Hello, hello.
Put your hands together and let's celebrate the genius. Amanziba, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
we lower the tempo by receiving another phenomenal gift. Chief Moomin and the Mansa World Ensemble, they are here to do a special act inspired by the President's speech at the United Nations. Please receive them warmly with a round of applause.
This resolution allows us as a global community to collectively bear witness to the plight of about more than 12.5 million men, women, and children whose homes, communities, names, families, hopes, dreams, futures, and lives were stolen from them over the course of 400 years. I speak these words today not only for Ghana, but also in solidarity with the rest of Africa, the Caribbean, Latin America, and the wider diaspora, and indeed all people of good conscience throughout the world. This resolution is a pathway to healing and reparative justice. This resolution is a safeguard against forgetting.
I bring you greetings to the leader of the land, to our guests across the pond, to our traditional leaders. I have been sent by the chief messenger of the land to present 3 symbols that demonstrate all that we have done from New York here to Accra. The first is the symbol of water and alcohol. In our naming ceremonies in our part of our world, the elder presiding over such a ceremony will dip his finger in water, touch the tongue of the baby, and then dip his finger in alcohol and touch the tongue of the baby. In doing so, he will say, when it is water, say it is water. When it is alcohol, say it is alcohol. This is how we begin to ground ourselves in the value of truth. In New York, His Excellency the President dipped his hands in water and touched the lips of all our world leaders. He dipped his hands in alcohol and touched the lips of all our world leaders and told them, if it is water, say if it is water. If it is alcohol, say it is alcohol. 123 nations affirm the truth of the slave trade as the gravest crime against humanity. To our second symbol, we have now come to Accra to build solidarity. In our part of the world, when you have an important guest, you offer them kola nuts as a way of welcoming them. And when you sit together as elders, you break kola nuts to show unity and solidarity. And so we present the kola nuts to our chief messenger, who will also present it to the father of the land and his sister across the pond, that together they will break kola nuts in the symbolism of unity. And so, the Excellency the President, you may teach your sister how to break kola nuts. Yes. The kola has been broken by our guests. We have affirmed our unity. Okay, and they have taken a bite. Thank you. And the last symbol, we shall go all the way to Barbados, to Christiansborg, where there is a baobab tree that has been standing for 1,000 years. It is said that the seeds of this tree would have floated from West Africa all the way to the Caribbean, where the baobab is not indigenous. Maybe the people of Barbados say it was the ancestors sending a seed of hope, because it understood that trials will come, but after the trial will be triumph. And so today, here in Accra, we also plant a baobab of reparatory justice. And I present to our mother, the chief storyteller, as a symbol of planting that baobab tree, that 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, 2,000 years from now, Africans on the continent and across the diaspora would look back at what you all did today and say, we thank you. And so we spoke the truth in New York. We built our solidarity in Accra, and we have planted the baobab of life to take us into the future. Today, we stand up for our dignity. And we will end by going all the way to our brothers in the United States to end with a song in honor of one of the adherents of resilience. Stand up.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sea. The weight on my shoulder, a bullet in my gut. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head. just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up. Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to enter? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can hear it. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm ready for muddy water. You know I gotta make up mine. And never mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to enter? Keep on keeping on. And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone, and I just might fail, but Lord knows I tried. Just starting out the sky. Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far up from the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far up from the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, I hear freedom calling, calling me to answer. Gotta keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up.
Moment and the Bamboo Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen, they're yours for the applause. Thank you, the Mansa World Ensemble. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we give thanks to God for how far He's brought His Excellency the President and his team on this resounding victory. We now receive a minister who will bless us in song. I give to you, Nasir. Right after Nasi, we'll hear from the legend Rocky Dawuni. And then it will be a party till Mommy calls us home. While we wait for Nasi, ladies and gentlemen, I have good news for you. We take a trip to New Jersey to see Juneteenth. Please lend your attention to the screens.
Ready to present over here? All right. Oh, right.
How are you? I think with our group, one of the most urgent things they wanted to address was reinstating DEI and also reinstating affirmative action. And I also think another big major problem in our community is health care. More doctors are interested in treating symptoms instead of getting to the root of the problem. I'm a person that's very into natural, health care and things of that nature. But a lot of doctors, you can't blame them because that's basically how they're taught in school. But a lot of them don't really address our issues when it's coming to health care. You have to kind of be like your own advocate for that. And I think that's a major, major problem, health care. Yeah, Oh, sorry, yeah. And also we talked about another major issue with accountability into the education. Did anybody else want to say anything? I tried to cover. Anybody else?
And I think one of the things we lifted up was the investment in green micro businesses. When we talk about the disinvestment in our communities, bringing back those green micro businesses to hire local people within our community can stabilize our business corridors and increase the job opportunities for those who are most impacted and marginalized.
So let's bring the video down. In the next 30 minutes, they will wrap up with proceedings, and we'll join them for the celebration. But for now, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a gift that keeps on giving, Nasi.
Good evening, Your Excellencies. Opportunity, goodness and mercy, they are following. Saba, Kiri, Aba. Baba, I am for doing. Baba, for doing. I am a Opportunity, goodness and mercy. Everybody, I've been weary. Now many buses, I've been weary. I've been weary. Of body of us and no, I've been weary. When you're many buses, no, oh, I'm in the bus, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I'm in the bus, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Oh, body of us, I've been waiting. I'm in the bus, oh, yeah, me the boss no, oh, I. Me the boss no, I'm very my Canada. Humba, my Canada. Oh, you're my Canada. Good job. Onato, wadada, osepowa, odido, enato, yadada, osepowa, yedido, mede. Okay, yes, bring it yourself. I am in a small walking in the alley. Amen, osepo, odido, onato, wadada, osepowa, chati, obiamanke, I've been waiting. No, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Upon the emotion, no, I've been waiting. Yamini Baba Sendo. Yamini Baba no. Oh, I. Yamini Baba no. Oh, I've been waiting. What's the no? 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 Come on! I don't know if you are tired, but we just warming up, you know. I'm happy to see my father today. Daddy, good evening. Come on. Listen, that's what I was doing. Where you went from? I'm a new common. Yeah, me where you went from what? Yes, to be there, mommy. You told me that, mommy. You can't come and go so. You don't put that. Missing also I was doing. Where you went from? I'm a new common. Yeah, me where you went from what? Yes, to be there, mommy. You told me that, mommy. You can't come and go so. Papa, oh yeah. So when you are I see that you bring my woman. Don't show. Where you went from? Tell me where you went from. Yes, so big, mama. You're drumming them. They can't tell me goodness, so yeah. And so more than the Yes, wedding kunim over Satan power. Yes, I wedding kunim. Everybody, I will overcome. Yes, wedding kunim over Satan power. Yes, I wedding kunim. I will overcome. Everybody, are you ready? What me to a sign? Oh, God. Pray for you now, oh, God. Yes, to know, but no. Everybody, pray for you now, oh, God. What me to a sign? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, God. Listen, my mama, never know. Oh, God. So you know, oh God, hey, just wedding could name. Oh God, Satan power. My wedding could name. He's overcomer. Oh, me to God, oh God. Oh, me to God, oh God. Oh, me to God, oh God. I'm a Hosanna, it's the wedding kunim, wedding kunim, just wedding kunim, just wedding kunim. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Nasi. And ladies and gentlemen, beloved in the Lord, this is where we take an offering. But what's a celebration of freedom without the legend, Rocky Dawuni? Please make him welcome with a round of applause.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez accueillir l'autre même, l'autre plus puissant, Rocky Dawuni.
A night when we intertwine our destinies. Africa and its children. Our brothers and sisters left us, but they didn't leave us. They thrived, and now the circle is about to be completed. Reparations is just the beginning of the conversation. But true liberation will come when all of us unite in harmony as one people with one destiny and one goal. So, if you believe in this, let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. If you believe me, let me hear you say, whoa. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be in this space. It's an honor to be on this stage, on this hallowed of days. I want to use this opportunity to also acknowledge Prime Minister Mia Mottley in the house. Thank you for inviting me to Barbados last year to play at the Carry Fest. It was really an incredible opportunity to bring our music and also connect our people. But tonight, it's about one thing. It's about this celebration. Let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. Now let me see your hands, everybody. Let me see you push your hands into the air. Police on a patrol, another ace is in their hole. That their new beat on repeat. Now their nation's on their feet, singing, ready to run. In it to win it. Like ladies is heavy. You can bet your opponent. People feel my power. Beats of Zion. Beats of Zion. Those who can hear me, go ahead and shout. Beats of Zion. Beats of Zion. Of Zion. Now I want you all in the back. Everybody stand up. Let me see you all stand up. Let me see your hands in the air. I wanna go high up into the air. I wanna take you to domination. I wanna go high up into the air. I wanna take you to determination. Can't you see? Can't we talk about diversion? We dance to heal, we dance to free in this nation. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hewers of food, no drawers of water. Music plays on and on and on and on and on. Leave your burdens, leave your sorrows outside the door. Hope is all you got to keep. So I'm gonna talk to soul, we talk to soul. Right on the reader, we jamming with the music. Jamming with the reading. So I'm gonna to hit the soul, we hit the soul. We ride on the rainbow. Jamming, jamming with the reading. So I wanna go up into the air. I wanna take you
determination. So I wanna go. I wanna take you to the Johnny nation. Can't you see? Can't we talk about Persia? We dance to heal, we dance to free. I'll plant my corn in the planting season, so I can harvest when there's a harvest time. Long road have we struggled, long road have we come. So they don't understand the top war, they start the top. So Mama got to talk this road, we talk this road. Right on the leader. Jam with the music. Mama got to hit the soul. Right on the radio. We'll be jamming. Let me see your hands in the air. Everybody ready. So I wanna go up into the air. I wanna take you to the Johnny nation. I said, don't you wanna go high up into the air? I wanna take you to the Johnny nation. I said, don't you really wanna go high up into the air? Let us see your hands, everybody. I wanna take you to the Johnny nation. I said, let me see you go high, go high, go high. I wanna take you to the Johnny nation. Can you see that we talk about better? We dance to heal, we dance to free. Rhythm! Rhythm! Now let me see everybody, let me see your hands in the air. It's Juneteenth, so you have to lift it. Much respect, Mr. President. We're here celebrating a vision that has inspiration for generations. So if you hear it, yes! 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 Whoa! 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 Hey! Hey! Whoa, yo, yo, yo! Whoa, yo, yo, yo! Yo, 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 yo! Yo, 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 yo! Jah of Moses and a lion, signs and wonders over Zion. Can you see about the version? Yeah, yeah. We'll be riding high. Oh, my God, join us now, my friend. Is the heart of Ghana. This is my new song. It's called Dadiano Man. Daddy Anume, Suja me hwa mesi daina made, Suja me hwa mesi daina made, Daddy Anuma, Daddy Anume, Daddy Anume, Suja me hwa mesi daina made, Suja me hwa mesi daina made, Daddy Anuma. Chinchini, Edini Kosi Obi Manso, Mikona Mako Baby Biabe, Obi Shene Namadani Baby Janka, Obi Biasata, Emusania, and Debbie Minasema on the Beckham Let me hear you, you can sing it, let me hear you. Daddy Anume. Cry baby, me and baby basta. Oh yes, my wife, then I won't call. Oh, Brian, good, that's a very baba. Oh, BCA, I know she. I'm sure you have met that went to I'm crying on my head. Let me see your hands, let me see your hands. Let me hear you say, yeah. This next song is called Beautiful People.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Rocky Dawuni.
Yes, man.
Rocky will be back for the after party, but right about now, it's time for us to have some new school music. Shortly after we hear the closing remarks, and then I have a big surprise for you. Put your hands together for K-I-D-I. Kiddy!
Ladies and gentlemen, award-winning Ghanaian Afrobeat highlight singer, Kiddy!
Kiddy. See me, I don't get that feeling. But I got so much love to give you. I got so much love to give you. Oh na 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 na. I'm blessed today. I found you. Oh, hey. Oh Lord of mercy. Now me see your don't see me when you show. Oh do ya mama ya do. Hey. Oh do ya. Oh, on my way. But I'm free from God, but I swear I guess I never did. I bless the day upon you. Hey, oh Lord have mercy. Hey, let me see y'all. I see the parts in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, help me sing this song. 1, 2, 3. Sing it for me now. Hold on. I want to pay respect to your excellency and everybody in your building.
It is good you're paying respect because you know what? The president actually wants to boogie this with this song. President wants us to have the after party right about now. So let's get the closing remarks of the minister and then we party down. How about that? Is that a good deal? Please make welcome the Honorable Samuel Okuche Blackwa for his closing remarks and thereafter the after party with Kiddy. Put your hands together. Seven, eight, nine, 10. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Even the mic agrees with all of you that you want to party, you want to dance, you don't want speeches. So I'm not going to bore you, but let the significance of what is happening today at the OSU Castle not be lost on all of us. This castle was built in 1661. It was the source of pain and anguish, excruciating agony of our people. But today we come here triumphant. We come here to celebrate 365 years after. And we are so grateful to the Almighty that miraculously we survived. And under the visionary leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we shall win the battle for reparatory justice. We want to thank all of you, the President's special guest in particular, Her Excellency Mia Amomotley, for honoring us with her presence and with her deeply inspiring speech. We thank all our traditional leaders, our revered chiefs, who continue to guide us and offer us wisdom. And we are so grateful to the Speaker of the Algerian Parliament, my colleague ministers, all of you, for making this Accra Next Steps Conference a success. But there is a surprise before I hand over the mic. You know the son of Marcus Garvey is here. And for the young ones who do not know, Marcus Garvey is the one who inspired all of us with the Black Star philosophy. His Black Star philosophy is what the Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah adopted. And that is why we have the Black Star in our flag. And that is why our senior national team is called the Black Stars, or Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah christened the national team the Black Stars. So the last act for tonight is to invite His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to present a surprise Black Star jersey to the son of Marcus Garvey, Dr. Julius Garvey. And it will officially make him a supporter and ambassador of the Black Stars. So, Mr. President, that is your last act. And then you can enjoy Kiddy, and we shall all dance to celebrate a successful Juneteenth. So, Dr. Julius Garvey, you can come forward. The son... Please open this. Okay. Please bring the other one. Please bring the other one. Thank you. Mr. President will present the final 2 Black Star jerseys to Prime Minister Mia Mottley and the Algerian Speaker of Parliament. Yes, Prime Minister. So, Mr. President, I don't want to miss this photo. Okay. Okay, thank you for the speaker. Okay, yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. The Algerian speaker says he doesn't want to be impeached when he goes back. But tell the Algerians you are hoping that we will both be in the finals. As for Prime Minister Mia Mottley, full supporter of the Black Stars. Yeah. We are playing for both Ghana and Barbados. Thank you very much, Mr. President. God bless you all. Akpenami. Medamunyanase. Yes. Can the Jamaican Minister for Culture come forward, please? Babsi, where are you? Did she step out? Yeah, please come forward. Mr. President, the Jamaicans came with a special present. If we can do that now. So
Mesdames
that
et messieurs,
once we hand over the mic to
est-ce
Kidi,
qu'on peut recevoir la représentation de la Jamaïque?
party affair.
Merci beaucoup. Applaudissez s'il vous plaît.
So
please,
you can talk about what the
big
president
round
is
of applause.
I'm just waiting for my team to. I wasn't sure we'd be on the program. But Mr. President, thank you so much for leading the way. I'm so happy that reparation, you have now taken the mantle and you have brought us all together. I'm so happy to be here from Jamaica, from CARICOM. Prime Minister Mottley, is this a wonderful feeling and experience for us? I was so moved today. But we have a presentation for you, Mr. President. Your armed forces came to Jamaica and assisted us after Hurricane Melissa, the most devastating experience that we have ever had from a disaster. And there are 2 of them. Second one is coming. And your team assisted us in building 2 huts at the Seville Heritage Park. Now, the Seville Heritage Park is where our 4 cultures meet. The Taínos, who were the first inhabitants of Jamaica, the Spanish, the British, and our African brothers and sisters who were brought as enslaved people to Jamaica. So at that location, all 4 cultures meet. And so there was an African village there in the early days. And your team assisted us in reestablishing the African village by building 2 huts and creating an African garden. And I thought we would bring photographs of one of the huts and some of the artifacts that was left with us. I want to acknowledge Major Shem and Colonel Aisha, who led the team. And so it's my pleasure to present to you today, Mr. President, these 2 images. Thank you. These 2 images, and for you to hang them wherever you choose. But we want to thank you so much.
Hold it with your left hand.
Thank you. From the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport of Jamaica to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, with gratitude from Jamaica to Ghana. Oh, I can hear the Ghanaians applauding. Thank you very much. Can we do the second one, please? Yeah? Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed.
So, Mr. President says I should inform you that he will graciously donate the artifacts to the Ghana Armed Forces to celebrate the team from the 58th Engineers Regiment deployed to Jamaica. So the Ghana Armed Forces will receive it. And we are so grateful to you, to Jamaica. Please extend President Mohammed's appreciation to Prime Minister Holness for this gesture. We are very grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Jerry.
Yeah. Oh na 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 na. Yeah. Oh na 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 na. Yeah. Girls wanna have fun. Put her ass back, machine gun, oh she's in action, and shining like the sun. Did you know that you're beautiful? Hey, I'm on baby, I will love you till the end. My sweetie pie, I hope you understand. I will love, I want baby. Come here, so me move it, man. Come here, who ya be dead. Hey, come here, so me move it, man. Oh, me who ya be dead. But take it over, got me, take away champagne, man. Who ya be dead. Yeah. I want baby. You should know, I don't go use you. We have refreshments coming by. So many girls right about now, the president will make people mad. And we have to party with Kitty. Oh, we're gonna make them more confused. It's not to eat and drink. It's a party people. Please eat and drink. I hope you understand. Thank you, Mr. President. I will love you. Thank you, Madam Prime Minister. I won't be there for me. Let's go. Come here, move it, man. Oh, me who ya be dead. Come here, move it, man. Oh, me who ya be dead. Hey, take it over, got me, take away champagne, man. Who ya be dead. Hey, I'm on baby. Are you ready to party? Excellency, everybody in the building. Hey, Hey. Oh, says he can't pass away. Oh, can't you see? Oh, says he can't pass away. We better be so young. Oh, yes, to me, Mama, coming back and plenty hungry. We better be so young. Oh, yes, to me, Mama, coming back and plenty. Baby.